Okay, our lesson for tonight I have titled I Am Victorious. We have a number of I ams that we've talked about, affirmations that we can work, we can make ourselves. And one of them I want to talk about today is I am victorious. So welcome to our Wednesday Creative Living series, and in this all our classes, we explore spiritual principles. And what they do is that they guide us in aligning with the infinite potential within each and every one of us. We have so much power, so much of this greatness within us, and for every time we practice, we tune in, we are awakening to this power that is within us. So when we apply these principles, they can transform our lives, they can transform our situations, they help us to rise above challenges. And when we do that, we embrace our true nature as victorious being. Our true nature is victory. So anything contrary to that, it's not what you have been created to be. In this teaching, we recognize the importance of our thoughts. They are the architects of our reality. We've talked about this a number of times. Our thoughts are very powerful. They are creative. They shape our experiences. And the interesting thing is that when we know that our thoughts are important, then we can do the things that create those thoughts, whichever direction we want to. So we can take in positive things because we are wanting to create outcomes that are positive. So your mind is like a magnet, constantly attracting experiences and circumstances fundamentally that align with the vibrations you emit. So why not choose to emit positive vibrations? It's a choice that you will make, that I'll make. And we do that by focusing on what we would rather see, that the positive things we'll rather see than fear, creating fear. Like we all say, we are co-creators. We can create the life you want. If you want to create fear, very possible. If you want to create abundance, very possible. So, and the universe, all it does, like we say, it conspires to bring everything to pass. The power of our thought is immense. Consider the difference between waking up each morning with a thought. Today it's going to be a great day. Imagine that. Versus waking up and thinking, I dread what today might bring. They're all thoughts. You can decide whichever side of it you tilt to. These thoughts set the tone for the day, influencing how we perceive and respond to the events that unfold. Remember, whichever thoughts you wake up with, you have the power to change that thought. Like we say, it's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. So when we wake up with a sense of dread and negativity, allowing pessimistic thoughts to dominate our mind, we create a self-fulfilling prophecy of disappointment and frustrations. Because that's the only fruit that can come out with the thoughts of fear. Again, our thoughts can color our experiences. They can influence how we perceive and respond to events that unfold. We cannot overemphasize the importance of our thoughts. In this gathering, we will explore spiritual tools and practices that empower us to transcend limitations, awaken to our true nature, and step truly into the highest expression of life. That power, it's already there. what we do is just to awaken to its presence, awaken to its brightness. And as we practice, we begin to experience dimensions of what this power can do. It is limitless potential available to you, and you can use it. And the question is, how much of that power are you using? So one of the most powerful tools at our disposal is the cultivation of a victorious mindset. When we adopt this mindset, we fundamentally change the way we see the world and our place within it. So instead of viewing challenges as insurmountable barriers, we begin to see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Remember, you have a power of your thoughts. We are co-creators. You have the choice to decide which part of the divide you want to approach life from. So this shift in perception is powerful. It moves us from a state of feeling limited by circumstances to a state of recognizing the limitless potential within you, within me, and the world around us, which we are a part of and which we can use. It takes tuning in, raising your consciousness, and practicing to experience the layers or dimensions that you can experience, exploring that power within you. Like we say, it's a presence. There's never been an absence. It's there. And what we do that, we shift from a sense of lack to a sense of abundance. And even when you come from that perspective, whatever is the condition that is not in alignment with the divine, you know that it's a phase, that the eventual end is good, because we are all about the good and the greater good, the God and the good. It's a mindset that allows us to approach life confidently, knowing that every situation holds the potential for positive outcome, no matter how difficult. When you know the truth, you approach life confidently. You're courageous. You're bold. Because you already know the outcome before going into the transaction or any activity. So we know that, again, in all situations, that there is a pony in somewhere. That's always good in all situations. And as we tune in and practice, we want to know and experience without a doubt, know that beyond any doubt, there's a pony, there's some good there in all situations. I like to, there's a story here I like to read. The joke concerns twin boys of 5 of 6. They were worried that the boys had developed extreme personalities. One was a total pessimist, the other a total optimist. Their parents took them to a psychiatrist. First, the psychiatrist treated the pessimist. Trying to brighten his outlook, the psychiatrist took him to a room piled to the ceiling with brand new toys. But instead of yelping with delight, the little boy burst into tears. "What's the matter?" the psychiatrist asked. Baffled, "Don't you want to play with any of the toys?" "Yes," the little boy bawled. "But if I did, I'd only break them." Next, the psychiatrist treated the optimist. Trying to dampen his outlook, The psychiatrist took him to a room piled to the ceiling with horse manure. But instead of wrinkling his nose in disgust, the optimist emitted just the yelp of delight the psychiatrist had been hoping to hear from his brother, the pessimist. Then he clambered to the top of the pile, dropped to his knees, and began gleefully digging out scoop after scoop with his bare hands. "What do you think you are doing?" the psychiatrist asked, just as baffled by the optimist as he had been by the pessimist, with all the manure. The little boy replied, beaming, "There must be a pony in here somewhere." Whenever something goes wrong as students of this teaching, we will tell ourselves, not just telling ourselves, we know there must be a pony in somewhere. So who are you in this story? Of course, we know we're all students of this teaching, and we are the optimists, constantly looking for the good, because what you look for, you will see. So it's a mindset that shifts our focus from what we cannot do to what we can do. And that's why we always affirm, I can do all things. Out of this situation, only good can come. From what is missing to what is possible. So instead of concentrating on the lack of the things you don't have, we concentrate on the things we have. And we are grateful for sleeping and waking up, for the simple things, for the food you have and you can eat, for the water you drink. We're grateful for everything. In so doing, we unlock a world of boundless possibilities where our potential is limited only by the extent of our imagination and determination. It's a boundless potential, infinite possibilities. Sometimes in my head, I wish I could get someone to draw infinite possibilities and put it on the wall, where anytime we come to that place or we wake up, we see that drawing that everything is possible. Every and all things are possible if we can believe. We embrace the idea that we are always moving forward, always progressing, and always capable of overcoming whatever comes our way. It's the confidence I talked of. You can only be confident if you know that you know that you know. So to consider this mindset, we want to be mindful of our thoughts and words, because they are the seeds. And anyone that is not serving for our highest good, we can nip it in the bud and begin to focus on everything that is possible, because all things are possible. We want to affirm our power and potential even in the face of adversity. We need to quiet that negative thought, that negative voice, that voice of I cannot do it. That voice of repetitive failure. Those negative voices, whatever it is, we have to quiet it our own best way. I have a little illustration here again. Consider how the pearls are formed within the oysters. A pearl begins as a tiny grain of sand or an irritant lodged inside the oyster's shell. Again, I'm talking about perspective. This grain of sand is a source of discomfort for the oyster. Something foreign and challenging within its otherwise smooth, sheltered environment. It's a pain, it's discomfort. But instead of rejecting or being defeated by this irritant, the oyster responds in a remarkable way. What does it do? It begins to coat the grain of sand with layers of nacre, a smooth, crystalline substance. Over time, layer by layer, the oyster transforms this source of irritation into something beautiful and valuable. It transforms it into a lustrous pearl. A victorious mindset is like that of the oyster, seeing the challenges and irritants in life not as problems to be avoided, but as opportunities to create something extraordinary. So fundamentally, whatever is the situation, if we are coming from that place of connection, that place of knowing, not just because we say it with our lips that all is well, we know that that situation, there's definitely something good about it. There's a lesson, there's growth, there's something good. So we want to have those eyes to see that good, even as we hold onto these principles. So just as the oyster turns a grain of sand into a pearl, we can take the difficulties we encounter and transform them through patience, resilience, and a positive mindset into valuable experiences that add richness and beauty to our lives. The fact is that this is possible. It may seem like a distant thing, but it's possible. It just takes us being mindful and holding on to these principles and practicing it. So let's begin with a powerful affirmation. I am victorious in every endeavor, rising above challenges with strength, grace, and unwavering belief in my divine purpose. I am victorious. I am victorious. I can do all things. It's not just mere statements, it's a declaration of our true nature. When we say I am victorious, we are not merely hoping for victory, but claiming it as our reality. We are to experience victory. We can experience victory in every area of our life. We affirm that no matter our challenges, we have the strength, grace, and divine support to rise above them. You can rise above any situation. Again, because we are connected to that power, infinite possibilities that can do exceedingly abundantly above what you think or imagine. We are one with that power. Now think about the last time you said to yourself, I am victorious. When was the last time you really spoke those words? Perhaps while looking into the mirror and declare them with conviction. For many of us, it may have been a long time, if ever. But there is an immense power in speaking words of victory over our lives. We know that words are powerful. So imagine speaking those powerful words to yourself and creating the life that you want. So we want to take a moment right now and say these words together to ensure they resonate deep within. And say, I am victorious. I am victorious. I am victorious. That's right. Let's proclaim this truth over and over, feeling the power of those words fill our spirits with strength and clarity. I am victorious. You are victorious. Some might think, I don't know that I feel victorious. It's normal. It's just like also saying that I am healed, but you still feel the pain. You still feel the manifestations of this sickness. But we are one with spirit, with life. And when we say that and affirm those things, we are aligning with what it's already done. So it's understandable to feel this way, especially if you faced setbacks or made mistakes. Sometimes we unconsciously adopt a defeat mentality, believing that we are not good enough or somehow destined to fail. But that's why we are here, to change those thoughts. Because fundamentally, your true nature is victory, is success, it's abundance. But let me remind you that the universe has no real defeats at all. Every experience, no matter how challenging, it's an opportunity, it's an orchestration by the divine to bring good to you. Like we all say, it's working for our own good. Imagine that challenge, that situation, being an orchestration by divine, by spirit, to bring good to you. As Arianna Huffington said, failure is not opposite of success, it's part of success. That challenge is not defeat, it's not failure. It's actually part of growth, part of enlargement, part of victory. So when the thought of defeat begins to rise within you, you must stand tall and proclaim, I am victorious. Because the truth is, there are no defeats in the universe. We talked in one lesson earlier that if we begin to reframe from calling failures, but experiments, because we learn better ways to do it or better ways not to do it. We learn from every experience. So we must erase any mentality of defeat, any sense of lack, loss, or limitation that tells us that we are not worthy, that we have failed to achieve our highest and best. We want to learn how to declare that you are worthy. I'm worthy of every good. I'm worthy of everything good. These thoughts are illusions, distortions of the truth. Imagine that everything you have been created to be is abundance, victory, success, good health, prosperity, joy, love, peace. Anything contrary to this is not who you have been created to be. The truth is that we are always progressing, always moving forward toward greater fulfillment and success. Again, like I said, if we put all the good, all the challenging, all call it bad, put them all together, and we know that it's an orchestration by the divine to bring you to a place of abundance. It's all working out for your own good. Victory is not about never encountering difficulties. It's about refusing to be defeated by them. Because once you're there, remind yourself of your true nature, which is victory. which is life. So as long as we keep moving forward, we are on the path of victory. Don't give up. Keep holding on, trusting that all things are working out for your own good. I saw this caption, Roland Garros is a tennis tournament in France. And on the caption there, they put, victory belongs to the most tenacious. In this teaching, we don't give up. We keep practicing seeing the good. We keep practicing knowing that all is well. We keep looking out for the good. We call it positive expectancy. Persistence, determination, and resilience are crucial, very important qualities for overcoming challenges and achieving success. We are not the people that give up. We don't give up. Again, there is no defeat in the universe. Our actions may sometimes miss the mark, but that missing of the mark may be our greatest tool in learning how to hit the mark next time. So imagine an archer pulling back the bow, aiming to release the arrow and hit the target. When they miss the target just a bit, they know it's time to adjust and learn precisely what to do differently. Sometimes those moments when we have missed the mark are great opportunities to help us achieve even better. So if you're in this teaching, you learn to know that whatever experience that are negative, valley experiences, they are working out for your own good. There's always a pony, there's a lesson. It's not defeat. So we don't stay on that level. We spring up and try again and keep trying, knowing that all things are possible. Albert Einstein says, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. All this is geared to encourage us not to give us, to know that your true nature is powerful, is victory. The universe brings men into deep waters, not to drown them, that's an underquote, but to cleanse them. God or the universe brings people into deep waters, not to drown them, but to cleanse them. There's always something good, orchestration, the spirit, the divine is always working things out for us. So if one believes they have been defeated at any time, say for instance, oh, I failed last year, then you are likely to experience the same year because you own it. We learn not to own anything negative. That's why we're always talking about affirming. Yesterday ended last night. So everything that comes with it, the negativity, we've thrown it behind us. And we learn not to look back. We learn to concentrate on the positive. We learn not to consciously or subconsciously claim the negative. It happened the other time and you're expecting it to happen. You are speaking it as your truth when you claim onto that, and it will manifest. Example, I have been defeated and I'll be defeated. But we must erase that kind of thinking. Oh, I tried it, I tried. It's still happening. We want to erase that. And for every next try, trust. Know that things are working out. Remember, whatever we put our mental energy into, whatever we focus on becomes our reality. So we want to focus that we are Focus on being victorious. We are victorious. It's actually not anything external from you. That is who you are. This teaching is to activate it. When we awaken to it and begin to practice it, we activate it. It begins to show forth in every area of our life. If we focus on defeat, we attract defeat. If we focus on victory, we attract victory. It's clear, as simple as that. Again, we live in the realm of the mind, and there is one mind, and that mind is a universal mind, often referred as God or Spirit. We are part of that mind, and that mind is within you, it's within me. That mind is the mind of the universe that flows through us. The intelligence of the universe is here for us, and it has created us. We are created in that image, the one infinite mind. And what we think or hold in consciousness will return to us in kind, in the same kind, to manifest in our lives. So if you say, for instance, I am living in defeat, I'm living in limitation, your mind has no choice but to return that. Because that's what you're saying. But we want in this teaching always to say, I am victorious. I am living in abundance. The universe responds in the same way, bringing experiences and opportunities that reflect that belief. The question again is, do you believe you are victorious? Do you know that you know and convinced that you know that you are victorious? In spite of that situation, do you know that you are victorious? We want always to claim that victory. I am victorious right here and now. Say it comfortably, confidently. I am victorious right here and now. Whatever is that situation, whatever the I am that you are working on, I am great, I am blessed, I am healed, I am whole. It's here already. It's done already. I am abundant. So let me share one last story. There was once a woman named Sarah who had a deep passion for art. She spent years honing her craft, dreaming of the day when her work would be recognized. Sarah poured her heart and soul into every piece she created, but she faced rejection after rejection from galleries and critics for many years. She began questioning herself, asking, am I truly an artist? Have I been defeated in my dream? But something within Sarah wouldn't allow her to give up. She remembered her grandmother's words, victory belongs to those who believe in it the most and believe in it the longest. So she decided to keep painting, not for the approval of others, but because it was her true calling. One day, after yet another rejection, Sarah felt particularly low. She decided to take a walk in the park to clear her mind. As she strolled through the path, she noticed a young child captivated by a butterfly fluttering from flower to flower. The child chased the butterfly, laughing with pure joy, wholly absorbed in the moment. Sarah watched and realized that her art was like that butterfly, beautiful, free, and alive, no matter where it landed or who noticed it. She understood then that her victory was not in the recognition from others, but in the act of creation itself, in the joy it brought her and others who connected with it. She got a renewed spirit and returned to the studio and continued doing her work. Over time, her art reached people far and wide, and as soon enough, the galleries and critics that once rejected her came calling. But by then, Sarah had already found victory, not in their approval, but in the fulfillment of her divine purpose. Again, this story reminds us that victory is not about external validation. It's about a divine purpose and living it out with passion. We are created for victory. You are created for wholeness. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. That's a quote from Albert. So we want to always declare, I am victorious. Say it with a conviction, knowing that you are not defined by the external things that you see. Knowing that your true self is that spirit, that one mind, that divine mind. We are one with that creative intelligence, with that power. The universe is a force of victory, and we are one with it. It's always moving toward growth, expansion, and fulfillment. Victory is yours because the universe is in you, operating through you and around you all the time. There's not a spot where the divine is not. The divine, you are one with it, you are aligned, constantly aligning with it. You're a spark of the divine. So everywhere you go, that power, that presence is a presence of victory. The presence of victory in achieving the highest and best in your life. So we want to embrace this truth today and every day. And what is that truth? That you are victorious. I am victorious. And let that victory guide you and uplift you and inspire you to live your highest and best life in every moment. And so it is.